What's up, guys? And welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we have another play-by-play, and it is the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota stunning the Commanders last week, beating them 31-0. The Cowboys, I believe, lost last week actually to slow down the lost to the Lions at the Lions to slow down their progress trying to take the division. The Eagles win handedly today, so Dallas looking more and more unlikely to make the playoffs. What up, Noah? How are you? Get a thing going here. Uh-oh. Been terrible with mine. Anyway, all right. Chat up here. That's what I was doing. Start who do you got? Who do you got? Oh, I think I wasn't typing. Who do you got? You got the Cowboys or do you have the Vikings? I think the Cowboys win this pretty easily. I'm not gonna lie, but of course, wouldn't mind seeing the Vikings win. You know, they just skunked us last week. Screw them, right? Screw them. All right, we should be getting kickoff here in the next 7 minutes or so. Let's take a look at these two teams. All right, Dallas. Headed by number 4, Dak Prescott at the quarterback position. Running backs, you got Javonte Williams, who's had a fantastic year, added from Denver. Tight ends, Jake Ferguson and Luke Schoonmaker. Receivers, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Ryan Flournoy, the 3 wide receivers. No Tyler Guyton this week, so we'll see who takes over. It's either going to be Akeem Ajiniji or Nate Thomas. Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, and Terrence Steele from left to right. Defensively, up front, you have Jadeveon Clowney, Osa Adigizua, Quentin Williams, and Donovan Ezuragaku. Why does Dallas just drop all these guys and pick up all these guys with these terrible last names? No, just kidding. The front 4. Then linebackers, you have DeMarvion Overshone, Kenneth Murray. Thank you, Kenneth, for having a normal name. As your 2 linebackers, corners, 3rd-round pick, Siobhan Revel, Deron Bland, and Reddy Stewart as your 3 corners. And safeties, Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker. So there's the Dallas. Oh, of course, you have Braden Aubrey and Brian Ainger, the 2 BAs of special teams of Dallas. All right, Minnesota. AJ McCarthy, quarterback, had a great week last week. Let's see if he can continue to build off what he did last week. Then you have Aaron Jones Sr., the running back. Jordan Mason also gets carries. DJ Hawkinson, their star tight end. Wide receivers, you have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and Jalen Naylor as your 3 starting receivers. Offensive line from left to right, it finally got healthy last week, and they're going to continue to be healthy, is Christian Darrisaw, first-round pick, Donovan Jackson, rookie, Ryan Kelly at center, Will Fries at right guard, and Brian O'Neill at right tackle. Defensively, up front, they run a 3-4, so you have Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, and Jalen Redmond, your 3 men up front. Linebackers, Jonathan Grenard, Eric Wilson, Blake Cashman, and Andrew Van Ginkel. Corners, you have Isaiah Rodgers and Byron Murphy Jr. Safeties, Joshua Metellus and Harrison Smith. And then kicking wise, you have Will Reichard and Ryan Wright as your kicking team. The Chiefs are officially eliminated. Yep, the Chiefs are eliminated. Super crazy. Think about the Chiefs are no longer going to be in the playoffs. The dynasty may be over. We are Viking fans tonight, down with the Cowboys. There you go. What up, Cookie? Yep. Oh, 50-50 picking so far early in the votes. We'll see where that ends up. For now, Dallas has a 61% chance to win it, according to the matchup predictor of ESPN. They're 7.5-point favorites tonight at home. Vikings opened at 5.5, so it's gone more Dallas's direction as it's gotten closer. Over under 47.5. I think the Cowboys win pretty easily tonight. I do. I think this defense is going to make it a lot tougher on J.J. McCarthy than Washington did last week. And then offensively, it's going to be very, very tough for them to slow down this Cowboys offense. You know, that's what we're here for. That's why they play the games. You never know until you know. Who do you got in the Super Bowl for the AFC now? That's true. I did have the Chiefs. I got to think about now, who do I have? Oof. That sucks. The Chiefs made me wrong. Didn't realize how important that was. Screw you, Chiefs. You suck. Let's see. I think it's going to be the Dolphins. I'm just kidding. All right. Who do I like the most in the AFC? I don't think it's going to be the Patriots or the Broncos. I just don't think they get through the playoffs. Who do I like the most is the Bills. They have the most experience. They're also a very talented team, and they probably have the best quarterback left in the playoffs as far as the AFC is concerned. I guess you could argue the Ravens could sneak in, but still don't think that they would win at all. I don't believe in Phillip Rivers and the Colts. I kind of like the Texans. The Texans defense is very, very strong. Offensively, though, left to be desired. The Chargers, I just don't believe in Justin Herbert or the offensive coordinator. The run first, dude. No. Like, if it's not the Bills, I think I like the Texans. And honestly, I think I like the Jaguars more than the Broncos or the Patriots, believe it or not. And I don't think whoever the AFC North is going to come out on top. So I would say Bills or Texans. And if I had to pick one, I would say the Bills. Indianapolis is running Super Bowl. Oh, we'll see. Tim is officially the best underdog sportscaster in modern history. Oh, thanks. Squashio. The Squashio. Appreciate it. I'm still picking the Rams. Rams defeated the Lions today. What it looks like, at least. I think they moved to 11-3. Yeah, 41-34. What a game. What a game between those two. And they clinch a playoff berth. So there you go. One of my predictions early is not out. Okay, I like it. I like it. Think the Rams are winning again? Yeah, I think the Rams are very, very strong on all sides of the football. So, this is Stark. What? Who? Huh? This is Stark. I mean, if I'm rooting for anybody, I'm definitely rooting for Phillip Rivers. I mean, how fun is that? Imagine if Phillip Rivers pulls it off. Like, that would be insane. He never won a Super Bowl until 5 years after he retires. That'd be ridiculous. What did the Colts do today, actually? Oh, they competed. Phillip Rivers, 18 for 27, 120 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. And they were in the mix. They were in the mix. Oh, okay. So who do they got? They got the Niners, Jaguars, and Texans. Where did they say? So they're only one game out of the playoffs right now. Did they beat the Texans earlier in the year? They beat the Texans earlier. No, they lost to the Texans. Okay, what else is the division then? But are they competing for the division, though? No, they're not. Jacksonville's a 10. They're not even competing for the division. Okay. Interesting. I would love for the Colts to pull it off. I really would. I really would. But I doubt it. I don't see it happening. All right. Brandon Aubrey in to get this thing started for the NFL. This is fun. I'm glad that they redid the kickoff, right? I just saw that stat. It's only a 19% touchback rate for Brandon Aubrey. In the past, it was 100% or like 96%, just kicking it out of the end zone. That is not fun. It's not interesting. It's not good. So I'm glad they made an adjustment for that. All right, here we go. Aubrey. Getting ready to get this thing started on Sunday Night Football. Sunday night. There's the kick. And we're off like a herd of turtles. Here comes the return here. And straight ahead to the 30, pushing the pile to the 31 is Price, still going. Miles Price will get to about the 34, or they're going to call it the 32. That last push doesn't count, apparently. That is where they will start this next drive. J.J. McCarthy, or the first drive, really, of the game. Can he find Justin Jefferson this week? If you have Justin Jefferson in the playoffs, then good luck to you. It's obviously not been the most ideal situation for Justin Jefferson this season. Happens here. Under center goes J.J. McCarthy. Aaron Jones Sr. The running back. 3 receivers to the left side. Man in motion. Left to right is Hockenson. Back to the left. Takes a snap. Hand off to the left side is Jones. Jones trying to bounce it outside to the left side. Slips a tackle. And fighting forward for as much as he can for a gain of about 5. 37-yard line is where they're 2nd and 5 now. Happy you snuck in that HTTR before the ending earlier. Think Rams-Colts would be epic. Yeah, Rams-Colts would be crazy. What up, Tim? Everyone? They lost. Who's they? The Colts, I guess you meant. What's up, Lee? How are you? Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you that are in the chat already. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, here we go. In the shotgun as McCarthy takes a snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to the right side. Tipped up in the air. And it's batted down. No, it's caught. It's intercepted. Oh, another offensive lineman, I believe, tipped it to a defensive player. And the Cowboys get the interception to get things started. Quinnen Williams ends up with it. I think Wilson was the one who initially got a tipped ball in the air, and then a lineman, I think it was O'Neal, knocked it down. Let's take a look. Yep, tipped up in the air. Who was it that knocked it down? Oh, it was J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy tips it right into the hands of Quinnen Williams for the interception. And that is very unfortunate to get this game started. And the Cowboys will take over after the pick. Single back formation here. Javonte Williams, the running back, the tight end goes in motion, takes a snap. They're going to hand it off to Williams straight ahead, and Williams tries to find the small crease and does not succeed. Gets a gain of just a yard. Dang it, yeah. Micah Parsons out, torn ACL. No. Pat Mahomes out, torn ACL too. I heard Mahomes got hurt, but man, Micah Parsons is now out. Wow. Wow. 3 receivers to the right, man in motion now is CeeDee Lamb to the left side. 2 receivers each way, and the shotgun is Prescott for a 2nd and 9. Takes the snap, only a 3-man rush, steps up over the middle, and incomplete. Looking for Spanford, the tight end. It was only a 3-man rush. He did not need to get rid of it that quickly. He threw it into double coverage and nearly threw a pick. That is exactly what Brian Flores has been so great at for so many years. The disguising the blitz, faking and confusing the offensive line, confusing the quarterback as much as possible. And that is where he's made his living at the defensive coordinator. 3 receivers to the right side in the shotgun. Empty backfield set here for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott shifts now into a running back in the backfield. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Steps up. Throws underneath. It'll be caught. Zigging and zagging. Nope, not much there. Good, clean tackle by number 55 for the Vikings. You have Eric Wilson comes up and makes the quick tackle, and the turnover, only going to turn into a field goal. Brandon Aubrey so far this season, 27 for 29, a 93% accuracy rate, long of 64. He has over a 90% success rate on kicks over 50. This one is only from 47. It's the chip shot of chip shots here for Aubrey. From the left hash, the snap, the hold, the kick. Oh, it fakes it! And Aubrey has it! And Aubrey will slide past the first down. They do the fake on fourth down. Oh my God. Oof. Schottenheimer bringing out the trickery here early in Minnesota. Nobody saw that coming. Brandon Aubrey, so good at field goals. And they must have had a read on how the Vikings attack the block and knew that they were going to be wide open to the right side. And Aubrey, an easy slide down to the 24-yard line. Three receivers to the left side, single back formation. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Williams, and Williams will dive straight ahead for not much. A gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. All right. Monte Williams has over 1,000 yards this season, 9 touchdowns, a 4.7-yard average, all career highs for the young man. Only 25 years old running back, still has a few years left before the running back expiration date. 2nd and 8 now, 11.5 to go in the first quarter. In the shotgun, empty backfield set. Dak Prescott trying to get him to jump, doesn't work. You have 6 guys on the line of scrimmage here for the Vikings. Dak takes the snap, blitz coming, has to get rid of it, throws over to the right side, it'll be caught. Flournoy will get the first down at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, Cowboys. Man, we thought they were going to get stalled out, and now they have it down into the red zone at the 11. Harrison Smith blitzing, nearly got a fingertip on that football just like Wilson did, but unfortunately for the Vikings, it does not end in the same result. Here we go. Wow, Flournoy had a big week last week. 115 yards and a touchdown. Career highs there for Flournoy, and he starts off with a nice catch on this one. 1st and 10, 6 seconds to the play clock, takes the snap, handoff up the middle is Williams. Williams straight ahead, and he's going to get tackled there at the 5-yard line there by Rodriguez. Rodriguez there from Minnesota. Number 50, yep. Levi Drake Rodriguez, defensive tackle, making the tackle after a gain of 6. Minnesota 5-yard line is where the Cowboys currently stand. Actually, they put it at the 6-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 5, single back formation. 3 tight end set, man in motion here. Left to right is Lupke, takes the snap, handoff up the middle is Williams. Williams straight ahead. Not a whole lot of room, maybe to the 4-yard line. So 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Cowboys. The Cowboys run it twice, and now they're in a 3rd and 3. Do they run it again? Javonte Williams is going to go to the sideline, so Davis comes in. More of their scat back, not really a power goal line back, but maybe they spread it out and hand it to him anyway on 3rd down and 4. They only give him the 5. 3 receivers to the left side. In the shotgun here is Prescott, scanning the field, takes the snap, format. No, Dak Prescott keeps it running straight ahead, and Dak Prescott will get really close to the first down marker. The sideline ref will come in and say he's a half-yard short. This may go to review, but for now it's 4th and inches at about the 1.5-yard line. Let's see, is that where his knee's down? Oh, it's not even at the 1.5. It's more at the 2-yard line, so it's actually a really good spot there for the Cowboys. 4th and 1. 8:50 to go and counting. And the Cowboys are going to go for it. Under center, puts CeeDee Lamb in motion, takes a snap, handoff, and it's bobbled, but he does get the first down as Williams. He 100% gets the first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal at the half-yard line. But, man, he's lucky to not fumble it. Javonte Williams didn't quite get that handoff correctly. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Brian Flores running down to the goal line to see if they got it or not. It's not even a very good spot for the Cowboys, but it's good enough. They put it at the 1-yard line. So that is enough for a 1st and goal for the Cowboys. Javonte Williams, though, bobbling it. Fortunately for them, the Vikings defense was not there to slow him down, but he's clearly past the 1-yard line, and that's what he needed for the 1st down marker. Whack Prescott. Yeah. What's up, Ashley? How are you? Oh, yeah, the Cowboys coming for blood. We're going for the team that helps them make the playoffs, unfortunately. Yeah. All right, 8:30 to go in the 1st quarter. 1st and goal from the 1. Dak Prescott changing the play at the line here. Not sure what the confusion is at the moment. Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Vikings, studying his offense to be ready for the next drive. He's calls the plays on the offensive side of the ball. 3 tight ends set again. Single back formation, tight end in motion, left to right. Takes a snap, hand off to Williams again, and Williams this time punches it into the end zone, and the Cowboys will get the touchdown and get on the board first here, 6-0, pending an extra point. Javonte Williams enters the double-digit club as far as running backs scoring touchdowns, punching it in this time, and clearly gets across the goal line. Cowboys strike first. Actually pretty close. His knee was kind of down, but I think it's after the ball was across the end zone. But it was much closer than I thought on that angle than I did the other angle. Here's Aubrey to kick it through the uprights, unless they fake it again. They have the snap, the hold. The kick is up. This time he does kick it, and the kick is good. Dallas currently leading now 7-0 with 8:23 to go in the 1st quarter. Well, I'm her husband, just watching online. Gotcha. Woo! Well, thank you for being here, Ashley's husband. Any Vegas bets to see who'll jump into the Salvation Army Bowl? No, I didn't see that. Is he related to the old Redskins Schottenheimer coach? Yes, Marty Schottenheimer. Yep, this is his son. Or grandson? Son, right? Yeah, son, I think. Be crawling up the stairs slowly but surely. Crazy to think that the Lions might miss the playoffs, right? It's a weird year, man. Weird year. Tim's favorite movie, regardless of genre, is Jingle All the Way, Trust Way. Oh, yeah. There you go. Hey, come here. Hey, James. Uh-oh. He's locked to the top of the stairs. We have 8:23 to go in the 1st quarter. Vikings will get the ball for the 2nd time tonight, having a deficit. They will certainly like to keep pace with this Dallas Cowboys offense that it can absolutely put up big points. And if you can't keep up with them, it's going to be a rough day. $35 of you hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Here, bring it to me real quick. See if this works. Probably won't, but... Yep, go. I got it. What's up, buddy? Oh, look, football. Oh, there's a return. Price towards the middle of the field, trying to shake and bake, but he gets stopped at the 14-yard line. Look, it's football. 8:19 to go in the first quarter. Dallas's defense coming back on the field to stop J.J. McCarthy and company. What's going on? Like this? All right, J.J. McCarthy, who threw an interception on the first play of the game, will come back onto the field this time. They go into the single back formation. Almost certainly Kevin O'Connell is going to go to the run game here. Highly doubt he lets McCarthy throw 2 times in a row just to have a potential interception twice in a row. Single back takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here's Jones, who gets hit immediately. Clark in on the tackle, and it's going to be a 3-yard loss. The Dallas Cowboys knew that they were going to run the football. Everybody knew they were going to run the football, and that is the expected result when you call such a play. Everybody knows it, and Clark gets the jump on the play. Yeah, I mean, he absolutely timed the snap as well, and blowing up Kelly before Kelly even had an opportunity. Kelly actually saying, he had to have jumped off sides. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side, takes the snap, drops back to pass. McCarthy steps up, avoids the rush, rolls to his left side. He's going to float it out there to Hockenson, who turns upfield, and Hockenson will stay in bounds and fight for the first down marker. They give it to him, I believe. Let's see. They're going to give it to him. First down, Vikings. Yep, that replay clearly shows a first down. The 1st and 10 Vikings now. Gain of 13 on the play. 7:04 to go. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Jones. Jones, nowhere to go. This time he's going to get a gain of nothing. And maybe a half yard on the play. 2nd down and a long 9. Oopsies. Uh-oh, I dropped my toy. McCarthy at 56% completion percentage. Only 156 yards a game, 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Hey, you look good. 6:22 to go in the first quarter. McCarthy in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side. At their own 25-yard line. 2nd and 9. And in motion here is Naylor from left to right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught. Turns up field is Addison. And Addison will get a yard short of the first down. 3rd down and 1. Hi. 3rd and 1. McCarthy goes under center. Single back formation, 2 receivers each way. Jones, the running back. McCarthy changing the protection at the line. Taylor motions closer to the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, handoff to Jones, who makes the first guy miss, but then into the quarterback's grasps. And it's now another tackle for loss. The Minnesota run game right now is getting absolutely annihilated. And now it's 4th and 2, and the Vikings will be forced to punt. Big man got the commander's chain on. A lot of love it. Yeah. All right. Ryan Wright into punt it away. First punt of the evening for the Vikings. Here comes the snap. There's the kick. And it's going to be bounce at the 30 and takes a very good Vikings bounce inside the 10 and all the way down to the 3. Felton downs it for the Vikings, and Ryan Wright's punt, beautiful bounce, will put the Cowboys back at their own 3-yard line to start this next drive with 4:31 to go in the 4th quarter. Packers lost, Lions lost, Minnesota's turn. Yep, the Bears destroyed the Browns, so they're having a very good day in the AFC North. I think they need the Bears to lose one other game down the stretch, and then it'll come down to the final game of the year, assuming Lions win out. Right? If we look at the Bears, they have the Packers, the Niners, and then the Lions. So assuming the Lions win out to get to week 18, and then if you lose to either the Packers or the Niners, then it will be a game for the division because you guys lost to the Lions in week 2. You also lost to the Vikings and the Packers. The best division record you can have is 3-3, but you would be 2-4 if you lost to the Lions. Where the Lions' division record is going to be interesting. Let's see what theirs is. They beat the Bears, lost to the Packers, and they have the Vikings and the Bears, and they lost to the Vikings. Interesting. They have 3 losses as well. I wonder. Oh no, wait. If the Lions win, it's not coming down to division. It would just be a straight head-to-head matchup. That's where that matters. NFC North. Did I say the AFC North? I meant NFC North. Tim, have you thought of implementing an additional level of reading at early development? Seeing too many teachers quitting because kids can't read. There are, in our area, they have pre-K, like little courses, things that we're gonna put our kids in probably. I think they have to. I think it's 3 years old that they can go. 2.5. And I think that's what we'll put our kids in. So yeah. Yeah, it's not all day school, right, babe? How long is it? Just a couple hours for pre-K. Just drop them off and let them spend some time over there and learn a little bit. Spend time with other kids. It'll be good for them. Single back formation at their own 3-yard line. Davis, the running back, takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and he's going to get hit in the backfield, but falls forward to get a gain of no gain. Number 2, Isaiah Rodgers, comes up and makes the tackle. Comes from the cornerback blitz position, knowing that they're going to run the football, just beats Flournoy to the spot, and that is the one guy you don't block. You don't block the corner on running plays. You let them be the guy to make the play, and this time, Rodgers does. Offset I formation to the right side. In the shotgun, takes a snap, play action, quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught. No, incomplete by Pickens. Byron Murphy. Tough coverage, knocking it away. And 3rd down and 10. Great coverage by Byron Murphy. It looked like Pickens was going to reach out and grab it out of the air. But Byron Murphy had other plans and said, no, not this time. And punches it out. Beautifully done. 2 really good plays by both corners of the Vikings. Now it's 3rd and 10 at their own 3-yard line. Dak Prescott in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion is Ferguson, stays on the right side. Takes the snap, play act. No, they hand it off to Lupke, and Lupke! He couldn't quite get to the 1st down marker, but they do give Ainger some punting room, who will send it on to the next direction. Parents who read to their kids are huge indicators for academic success, or in general, kids reading some way. Yeah, he goes and grabs books, and Selena will read them to him during the day. I've read him a few books, which is bad, right? Because now the kid can't read for sure. But no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, are you a teacher? KP is, but I'm not. Obviously. Here comes the kick from Ainger. And fair catch is going to be called at the 47-yard line, so not the best punt we've ever seen. And good job there by Price to make the fair catch. So J.J. McCarthy will come back onto the field with pretty good field position. Try to get on the board to keep pace with this Cowboys offense. But you are getting better. There you go. I'm getting better. My cousin Vinny. You know. I'm going to put him in close. I'll take him. My ex got an interactive book /DVD combo at Costco. Kid was inquisitive and read sadly at my level. Oof. Maybe Selena will read so well that he will start to help you when he's ready to deal with your pronunciations. Maybe. One can only hope. A lot of knee injuries throughout the league today. It's a scary thing, dude. These guys are moving so fast and flying through. Whether it's a non-contact and it's only your own muscles, or I mean, I see so many guys get folded in half, and it just makes you cringe. Whether they're hurt or not, it looks terrible. The injuries suck. I have not been able to work for 3 years because of it. Ugh. That is terrible. That is terrible. Just terrible. 3:08 to go in the first quarter. Dallas 7, Minnesota 0. Micah Mahomes, Jacobs all went down today. Not sure Jacobs was serious. Like Josh Jacobs? Packers lost Micah and Josh Jacobs? Jeez. That's terrible. All right, in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. Takes a snap, fakes the jet sweep, now flings it out there to Jones. Jones has a blocker in front, and he's got room to run. Down the right sideline, and he's dragged down. Are they going to throw a flag? Yes, they do. Look like a horse collar tackle. What's up, fat boy? What? What's up, big boy? You want to say hi? It's a football game. You say it's a football game. Yep, horse collar, add 15 yards to the end of the play. So now they're going to be at the Dallas 20-yard line. Oh. Okay. I will later. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Single back formation here is Jordan Mason. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Puts a man in motion as Addison. Stays on the left. Takes the snap. Play action. McCarthy rolling to his left side. Gets set. Throws it downfield and gives his man a chance. And he comes through. Is Naylor, a little injury on the play. May have landed on his back pretty good. And then his teammate came over and put in acted like he was doing a revive on Call of Duty. Like, here you go. I got you, dude. Oh, that's kind of funny. But it's a touchdown nonetheless. Minnesota gets 6 on the board, and it's now 7-6, pending an extra point. Get your fist ready. Ready to knock him out. Case. Is hello. Susan says hello. Those dinosaurs are dope. Yep. Those dinosaur panties. Filling it out good. He's like a mosquito. Attracted to the light. Look at him. The white screen. He gave him a stim pack. Yeah, exactly. Wow. I don't need these headphones on. I don't listen to anything anyway. Makes me feel like a podcaster, you know? Just, you gotta have headphones. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? You better check that. He just ripped one. I don't know if you guys I don't know if the mic picked it up or not. Oh, it stinks. Oh gosh. Oh my. Oh no. So Josh Naylor gets up on his own accord, may have just had the air knocked out of him, and he walks off the field with his own power. So 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. The Vikings looking to tie this thing up with an extra point. And here we go. Reichard. We can smell it too. Baby blowout, yeah. All right. Reichard ready to kick it away. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-7 with 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Tim is blaming Billy for his fun. Thanks for being my cover. You're a good boy. You said baby blowout. Now you got me nervous. No. Smells okay. That's why I have a dog. Oh, you okay? You all right? No more tacos for Billy? Yeah. You want tacos? I wonder when he'll start sitting up. So tiny little guy. He start working on you sitting up. And you can eat solids. All right. All right, so we're all knotted up, 7-7 here with 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Are the Vikings eliminated from the playoffs yet? I believe they should be. Yeah, I just saw they were. Yeah, they're the first ones on the list eliminated, the top team. Cowboys, if they lose again, they probably makes them eliminated if they lose again. Because then they would be 6-7-1. They would need a lot of help from the Eagles, I guess. If the Eagles lose out, the Cowboys could lose one more game. If the Eagles win one more, and then lose out, yeah, no, then they would be done because they would be best 9-7-1. So they would need the Cowboys to lose out, or so the Eagles to lose out rather. They win out. Who knows? As Dak Prescott said to start the game, we don't control our own destiny anymore. So the only thing we do is beat the Vikings. There's the kick from Reichard. Going to be bounced and scooped up here by Turpin. Turpin running to the right side, trying to find some room. He'll dive ahead to the 27-yard line. And that's where the Cowboys will start this next drive. Dak Prescott and company coming back onto the field. 37 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, single back formation. Two receivers each way. Man in motion here is Flournoy from right to left. Takes a snap, fakes the jet sweep. Now he's going to swing it out there to Flournoy. Flournoy has room, and he's got down to the left sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds for a nice gain on first down to the Dallas 46-yard line. Turpin so fast. Yeah, he's a quick dude. Uh-oh. Javonte Williams having a little bit of a concussion protocol. A little shaken up, but I think he's going to be all right. We'll see. In the shotgun, Davis, the running back. Three receivers bunch to the right. Man in motions, Turpin right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Dak stepping up, has time, throws over the middle of the field, and he has his man wide open as CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb will get all the way down to the 24-yard line. And Dallas's offense getting going quickly, moving the ball. Hockey. Chicken. All right, Dak Prescott under center. Single back formation. Tight end goes in motion left to right, takes a snap, reversing it here to CD. Makes the first guy miss, spins off another tackler, but the cavalry arrives and cleans him up for a loss on the play. Second down and 13. There's a flag, though. Let's see what the flag is. %66% of you are picking the Cowboys. All right. 67. Let's see what the flag is. All right. Getting a little testy. Oh, it's going to be a face mask on Minnesota. So a 15-yard penalty, half a distance to the goal, rather. And they will put them down at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Dak Prescott goes into the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Davis. Davis zigging and zagging. Davis pushing the pile. We'll get down to about the 7-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play, and it's now 2nd down and 5. All right, buddy. You're losing it. All right, Dak Prescott. Single back formation, man in motion here is Ferguson right to left. 2 receivers each way. Dak changing the play at the line. Now Ferguson goes back to the right side. Single back formation. 6 seconds in the play clock. Dak takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Davis. Davis straight ahead, and Davis pushing the pile. And he's going to get down to the 1-yard line. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. And we are all knotted up at 7-7, but the Cowboys knocking on the door. All right, let's see. Results? I didn't play. Okay, I was going to say I didn't play today. All right, so we had Williams score the first touchdown. So we'll go with Javonte. Oh, just kidding. Javonte Williams, the first guy we'll bring up. All right, we are 23-24, not a running back in the NFC. Who scored the other touchdown? It was Naylor? Probably not Naylor, if I'm being honest. Oh, isn't it Josh Naylor? Or what's his name? Okay, he's not in there? What's his name? Jalen Naylor. Oh, I spelled it wrong. There we go. Jalen Naylor. Wow. We're an NFC North receiver. Oh, it's Williams. It's Jameson Williams. The wrong Williams. Jameson Williams gets us there. Nice. Very nice. I didn't realize Naylor was was 26, but I figured I'd just go ahead and go with it since they scored the other one. Tim, have you ever heard the song Billy Don't Be a Hero? Sounds familiar. Naylor, I barely knew her. Yeah. Hey, Tim, any surprise cuts for us next season? Surprise cuts? I mean, it depends on what you mean by surprise. Like, I think Lattimore's gone, but I don't know. Is that a surprise? Surprise cuts. Maybe Baptiste? A lot of people are not thinking about him being cut, but he could be. Juan Martin could be a surprise cut, maybe. Forbes will be back. Surprise. Noah Brown. Noah Brown, is that a surprise? I mean, it's a good one, but is it a surprise? Is he even under contract next year? Single back formation. 3 tight ends on the right side. Davis, the running back. First and goal. It's a man in motion left to right, and Ferguson play action looking to throw. Nobody's open. Then he just has to throw it out of the back of the end zone. Double covered is CeeDee Lamb. Now second and goal at the 1. All right, second and goal. 2 tight ends on the left side, 2 receivers out wide to the right. Lamb in motion, right to left, takes the snap, handoff up the middle is Davis, and Davis gets into the end zone. And the Cowboys back on top 13-7, pending an extra point. Malik Davis. Quick 6-play, 73-yard drive, 2:43 off the clock. The Cowboys back on top. Of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Here's the extra point from Aubrey. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And 14-7 here for the Cowboys. My kids just sleep now. My loud voice. Not bothered at all. They're very used to me being loud. They feel right at home. $14:52 to go in the second quarter. Vikings going to get the ball back here, trying to keep pace again with this Dallas offense. AJ McCarthy and the offense. Can they keep it going? Threw a nice pass to Jalen Naylor earlier. All right, there's the kick from Aubrey. And it's going to be caught inside the 10. Straight ahead is Price. Price slipping the first tackle and gets walloped at the 25-yard line. So that's where J.J. McCarthy and the offense will start this next drive. Curious. Wow, that's a shocking stat right there. When targeting Justin Jefferson, only 2 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Wow. First and 10. 14:48 to go in the second quarter. I formation. Tight end in motion left to right. Back to the left. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Mason. Mason running straight ahead and diving forward for a gain of 7. Second and 3 now for the Vikings. Tim needs a midway finished board game in the off ground to flip whenever there's wrongdoing. That's fun. I formation. Takes the snap, handoff straight ahead. Mason slips the tackle, and he's going to get close to the first down marker. It looks like they're going to say he's barely shy. Basically got 3 yards on the play, but they're only going to credit him for 2. And which one of the boys is going to be a QB and the other to DB? You think I'm going to have like a Riley Moss, Cooper DeJean on my hands? Here we go, 3rd and inches. 18.5 to... And in motion, Jefferson left to right, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here, and Jordan Mason easily gets the first down. Across the line of scrimmage to about the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Vikings. 13 minutes to go here in the second quarter. I think I'm going to have my version of the Kelsey boys. One's going to be a center. Yeah, one's going to be a center, and the other one's going to be a tight end. James has already been working on the squat. There we go. 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. McCarthy, quick throw to the right side, back shoulder, and cannot get it to him. Justin Jefferson. Panda. What up, Pig? Tim, are we the best 4-10 team in 2025? Funny question, but yeah, I think we're better than the Saints. And yeah, I think we're better than the Bengals. So yeah, I would say we're the best 4-10 team. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here is Mason, bouncing to the right, slips the first tackle, and will fall forward for a gain of about 3. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Vikings. How dare you disrespect Creed Humphrey? True. That's what they're actually going to look like. I never found my phone. I'm calling it. You're not better than the Bengals. Uh-oh. 3 receivers to the left side in the shotgun. Scans the field. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. McCarthy stepping up, going deep, and has the man wide open. It's Addison. Addison behind the defense, and Addison had to slow down for the football, but he does get the catch and inside the 5. Look at that, Addison doing the Cobra. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Vikings. See 2 powerhouses like the Kelsey boys. However, one a tight end and the other a fullback. There, fullback instead. I like it. Yeah, we won't be tall enough. Okay, here we go. Single back formation. Jefferson one-on-one on the outside with Bland. Will they attack it? The Vikings are going to have to call timeout as the clock was getting down to 0. The first timeout used with 11:17 to go in the second quarter. You're not better than the Bengals. Our shutout was much more respectable, though. Yeah, the Bengals did just get shut out, didn't they? 24-0. Jeez. All right, single back formation here. McCarthy, kill. 3 tight end to the left. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Mason. Mason trying to slip the first tackle, not much there. It's a gain of maybe a yard. Tim, please remember this in the future. I like it. 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. 2nd and goal. All right, empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the right side. McCarthy scanning the field. 5 seconds to the play clock. Taylor goes in motion, stays on the right, now takes the snap. McCarthy looking to throw, pumping, throwing into the back of the end zone, and tiptoeing is Justin Jefferson. But there is a flag early, and Justin Jefferson frustrated. He was ready to do his dance, but it looks like it's going to be against the offense. Legal formation. Number 84 was not covered, or was covered, rather. And it will be a negated touchdown of Justin Jefferson. Just when you thought Justin Jefferson was going to get on the board, not the case. All because Mason didn't step back a half a yard. 10:27 to go in the second quarter. McCarthy in the shotgun. 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. 2 receivers each way. And in the field, Naylor goes in motion, stays on the left side, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Okay. I think my phone just got ruined, boys. Just started watching how many times has Collinworth talked about Mahomes. We shouldn't be 4-10. But we are. It is what it is. All right, 2nd and goal. And in motion is Naylor left to right. 3 receivers to the right. And the shotgun is McCarthy. 1-on-1 on the left side. Takes the snap. Look in that direction. He's going to throw it back shoulder. But nowhere near close enough to Justin Jefferson to give him a chance. And it's now 3rd down and goal. Drink a gallon of milk a day. Also, my cousin played a game where one hung on a tree, the other 2 cousins hanging from each leg. We averaged about 6 foot, please. What are you talking about? All right, here we go. The shotgun, 2 receivers each way. 3rd and goal from the 8. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. McCarthy stepping up, avoids it. McCarthy, he's going to keep it. 1-on-1, and McCarthy, he doesn't. He kind of slipped, and now he's at the 1-yard line. And now the Vikings will have a decision to make. McCarthy couldn't quite make the quick cut. Let's see what happens. That's probably destroyed. What? Okay. You turned it off? $9:40 to go here in the second quarter. 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. Heavy formation. McCarthy takes the snap. Play action. McCarthy, he's going to keep it and walk into the end zone. Little showboating. J.J. McCarthy skipping into the end zone. And the Vikings are an extra point away from knotting this thing up. 10-play, 75-yard drive, 5.5 minutes off the clock. Vikings keeping pace so far. Here go the Vikings. 9 is doing Jackson Dart, getting concussion. Nice. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it is now 14-14 with 9:28 to go in the second quarter. Hold, maybe it does survive it because it does have some sort of water. I think so. What do I have, the 16 or 17? Yeah, but that's not a problem. Avoid rice.
Why?
Oh. Can you trade the first pick for a coach? Maybe. Vikings need to force a turnover. That was a cool play until he made it corny. Right. And you think the Giants will trade their first pick? I guess it depends if they want Dart. What's up? What? We'll live with it. Started smoking cigarettes at 15 when I was 6'2", peaked at 6'3", now heading back to 6 feet. I'm 5'10" when I wake up in the morning. My back is nice and stretched out, you know? Gravity not pulling on it all day. Like, I'm not joking. I kind of want Cowboys to win after that. The corny play by JJ. Yeah, JJ. It seems kind of a quiet guy, right? But he's got I don't want to call it that. I don't know what I would call it. So I'm just gonna shut up. Here we go. Caught by Turpin at the 5, returning it to the right side, and Turpin has room to run down the right sideline, and he's out of bounds at the 43, and Dallas will have great field position to get this drive started. All right, well, we got a shootout thus far between these two teams. TV just came on the 5'10" horizontal. Now you're talking. I guess so. I don't know. Just here. Takes a quick snap. Handoff to the left side is Davis, and Davis will go nowhere on the play. Number 61, Jalen Redmond, comes flying through the line of scrimmage and gets the tackle. I'm 6'4" in shoes. It's blessing and a curse. I need Dallas to lose. I think Commanders, the American team. Fair enough. What up? Lena? Two receivers each way. Dak Prescott in the shotgun. In the field, takes the snap. Blitz coming, pumping, quick throw over to the right side. It's tipped up. Oh, it was tipped. And fortunately for the Cowboys, it hits the ground harmlessly. Oh, we had a little hiccup there. Now I'm even more behind. Come on. Let me fix Peacock. Peacock needs to figure this out. Come on, Peacock. All right. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Changing the protection at the line. Dak Prescott. Scanning the field. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. They're down in 10. Sets up a screen here to Ferguson. Ferguson makes the first guy miss. And he's going to get tackled at the 50-yard line. He'll bring up now 4th and 3. The Cowboys continue to press the issue. Looks like, yes, they will keep the offense on the field. 8:20 to go in the second quarter. The Vikings have a big opportunity here. A stop here would be massive. And they could take their first lead of the game. Dak Dak Prescott goes into the shotgun. Three receivers to the left side. 4th and 3. Dak scanning the field, puts CeeDee Lamb in motion. Goes back to the left side. Like zone coverage from the Vikings. Takes the snap. 4-man coverage. Pumping. Dak, quick throw over the middle. Has his man wide open is CeeDee Lamb. And CeeDee Lamb down to about the 33-yard line of the Vikings. And Dallas will continue this drive. NFL hates Commanders? I think the Commanders hate the Commanders. First and 10, takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here's Davis, and Davis will fall forward down to the 28-yard line, 2nd and 5. Looks like Javonte Williams is going to be too hurt to come back in the field. I hope he's okay next week, because it would be my luck that Javonte Williams gets hurt right before the playoffs. Tim, you call them both games Saturday? Definitely not both games. I'll probably find a way to call the Commanders game, but definitely not both. 6:50 to go in the second quarter. 2 receivers each way. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Stepping up. Throws off his back foot and into the dirt. Ferguson kinda in the area. But you could definitely argue that was intentional grounding. I don't think it should be intentional grounding if the ball gets across the line of scrimmage. I don't. Like, I think grounding is just throwing it in the dirt. If you throw it across the line of scrimmage, you're putting it in harm's way. Did I play Swift today? I think so. But I don't know. I'm on bye week today, so I don't know. I didn't care too much about my lineup. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way at the 28-yard line. And it looks like the Cowboys are going to have to use a timeout as the play clock was getting down to the 1-yard line. Sorry, get in 1 second. Yeah, I don't know what I... Oh, wait, my phone's in a bag of rice right now. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it said just keep it away from rice. Is Dallas still in the playoff hunt? Yep. If they win, they will be just a game behind... No, 2 games behind the Eagles. Game and a half. So they need help. But they are in the mix, technically still. All right. In the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. 3-man rush. Pressure. And he's going to escape. Rolling to his left side. Stays on his feet. Dak is going to get sacked. Bang. Grenard pursuing him. And he's going to force the Cowboys to kick a field goal here. 4th and 10 at the 53. It's a 51-yard field goal attempt here for Brandon Aubrey. He had 90 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Nah. Well, I need Swift to do that next week. Recent 2025 surveys showed Dallas Cowboys are widely considered the most disliked team in NFL. Cowboys aren't America's team. There you go. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Oh my goodness. Wow. We just witnessed Bigfoot on the screen. Brandon Aubrey missed a 50-yard field goal, which is insanity. This guy is automatic. Not today. Aubrey is Arby's. Patriots and Chiefs are also on the dislike list. I mean, yeah, people hate good teams. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, the most well-liked team must be the Browns. I wonder what the most liked team is amongst all fan bases. Most liked NFL. So they're all Cowboys are also the most liked. So people just have feelings. And Matt Gay, Aubrey. Aubrey's miss is a sign of the apocalypse. Yeah. The most hated fan base. Yeah, true. Probably also the Cowboys. Lol. Yeah, it's true. You just have the most feelings, right? I wonder who's the most apathetic team. So much expecting Aubrey getting the record 69 field goal. If he can make this chip shot. If he can't make this chip shot, yeah. Watch later, he does make it from 69. That would be. He misses from 51 and then hits from 60. We win that hands down. I don't know, man. I don't know. Raiders. I feel like Raiders, though, have like their name and also their history. I feel like people would dislike them a lot. Cardinals is a good one. Like, people don't care about the Cardinals very much. I can see the Cardinals being a team that's pretty apathetic towards. Huh? Arizona Cardinals. I was thinking. Being a Commander fan, it just doesn't feel like a win today. We're so mediocre. I hear you. The thing about the Jets, though, is they are from New York. And I hate the Jets because I think that there should only be one team per city. So Jets need to go. Single back formation. Jefferson goes in motion left to right. Takes the snap, play action. McCarthy looking, stepping up, throws it to the right side, caught, turns upfield as Jones, and Jones will get knocked out of bounds for a gain of 8. Cowboys and Patriots are hated more due to their insufferable. Well, it's because they were good in the 90s. And the Patriots were good in the 2000s, 2010s. Now the Chiefs are good in the 2020s. So they're going to be hated. Offset I formation to the right, takes the snap. Pitch play to the right is Jones. Jones going to find the edge, has room to run into the second level, and will get brought down at the 38-yard line of Dallas. Most appreciated teams were the 2 giant Super Bowls over the Patriots. That's a fair one. All right, single back formation. Takes the snap, play action. McCarthy has time, throws underneath. It'll be caught by Jones. Jones slips the first tackle and then trips up to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Vikings. Now, screw the Giants, annoy me. Small market teams like Green Bay Packers and Bills are largely liked. You like the Packers? Well, I feel like that you're apathetic too. Like, you're like, oh, that's fine. I don't hate them. In the shotgun, McCarthy. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looking. Quick throw over to the underneath. Caught by Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson will get the first down at the 21-yard line. Gain of 12. That's Jefferson's first catch of the day. Green Bay sucks. DP doesn't like Green Bay. Like the Broncos? Colts. Both? Okay. Anything with a horse. All right. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Single back formation. Naylor goes in motion. Stays on the left side. Receivers each way. Now he goes back to the right side. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Jones. Jones will fall forward to about the 14-yard line, but this is most likely coming back as the flag came out immediately. Ooh, there's a flag at the very end as well, so maybe offsetting, or we'll see. 3:02 to go in the second. Detroit is the most likable. Illegal shift. Offense. Number 1. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Wow. So they will negate the illegal formation penalty and give the defensive penalty of unnecessary roughness. So that'll put them half a distance to the goal at around the 10. Ooh, he hit him in the face? And then he grabbed the face mask. All right. Justin Jefferson getting in the head of the DB there. Right. Across the 3-minute mark there. 1st and 10 here for the Vikings at the 11. I formation. $53 of you hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm confused by this. The most likable team is the Cowboys, since they have the largest fan base. They are also the most hated because, again, they have the largest fan base. I wouldn't say they're the most likable team, but they're the most. They have the most fans, right? I don't know. I guess you could use likable in that sense, but I feel like that means something different. I formation. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Jones. And Jones get tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10. By this, I mean people arguing. Yeah. For the Pats fans, it was more the tsunami of all the professional teams that won in the 2000s with baseball, hockey, and other that placed them on the same level as the 90s Cowboys. Oh, scum. Yeah. No, Boston won a ton over the last 20. A ton. Cowboys fans are so arrogant. I don't like the Cowboys fans around here because they're just like contrarian. But anyway, all right, we got the 2-minute warning. 14-14. Vikings will have 2nd and 10 at the Dallas 11 when we come back. Because we hate them doesn't negate them being liked. Yeah, I guess I feel like likable. I guess it could mean it's more broad than when I'm just putting it in my head. It's just more of like a term of like endearment or something. You're likable. Where I don't, more of a meek term, and I just don't view the Cowboys in that light. But I understand what you're saying. They're just there's more fans that like them, so they're a more likable team. So by definition, you're fine. It just didn't feel right in my head, I guess, if you will. It's because their fans are all. In the Nielsen ratings, they said the NFL Cowboys games draw the biggest audience because as many people hate them than like them. True. Likable in this context should be defined as would root for them in the playoffs if your team was eliminated. I like that definition of likable more than just the Cowboys are the most likable. Cowboys fans practice judo. You don't know I got a knife. You don't know I got a gun. My wife liked that one. So who's your girlfriend team? Yeah, kinda. It's kind of what the definition is, right? In the shotgun, three receivers bunch to the left side. Takes the snap, drops back, quick throw, back shoulder, and not quite. Too high for Justin Jefferson. I mean, JJ McCarthy needs to give Justin Jefferson an opportunity to touch the football. Like, this guy has made some of the most incredible catches in the NFL in the last several years, and you're not even giving him an opportunity to touch it. And would you sit at a bar and watch a game with a typical fan of that team? Three receivers to the right side in the shotgun. Shifting into the three receivers to the left, and the running back will enter the backfield. Takes a snap. Four-man rush. McCarthy, quick throw over to the right side, and too far to the right for Hawkinson. And so now Will Reichard come back onto the field to give the Vikings their first lead of the game with 1:52 to go in the second quarter. Dallas is going to get the ball back with one timeout remaining and about a minute and 45 on the clock. The girlfriend team is the Bears. The Bears. The girlfriend team. I don't have a girlfriend team. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a girlfriend team. From the right hash, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's now 17-14. Vikings on top with 1:48 to go here in the second quarter. I don't have a girlfriend team. It's players for me. Like, I liked Mahomes, so I would root for the Chiefs, right? I liked Peyton Manning, so I would root for the Colts. Um, so it's more players than it is. You know what I mean? I have boyfriends. In that case, it's whatever team that didn't construct their roster the way that Tim likes would be my girlfriend team. Whichever one didn't do it the way I like. I gotcha. It's crazy how easy it is to get Pickens' head. He hasn't done nothing the last two games. Yeah. Even though I live in Texas, I never liked the players' personalities and then their extracurriculars. I like how you said extracurricular, but I know you meant curricular activities that filled books. Not good. Like, oh gosh, I don't even want to read that, but yeah, it's not good. That's not good. Tim, you're allowed a guilty pleasure in the AFC. Like, didn't draft a receiver in the first round, or that did? You mean? Like, that did draft receivers in the first round and running backs in the first round? They start like seventh round pick left tackles. But I just don't like. There's not a team that I like. You know what I mean? It's more players that I will hop on the bandwagon of. Like this year, it's Matt Stafford, right? Like I like the Rams this year, but it's not because I like the Rams. But I mean, I don't know. I would like to see the Rams win it. I respect Stafford in a lot of ways, and I'd be rooting for them probably when the playoffs happen. Like I would not root for the Seahawks because I do not want to see Sam Darnold win anything. Here we go. There's the oh, it's going out of bounds. So the 40-yard line is where the Vikings will start this next drive. Sorry, the Cowboys rather. And with 148 to go, the 40-yard line basically puts them in field goal range with Braden Aubrey. Brandon. He's the means, baby. Uh-oh. I like the Lions. I like the Bills. Okay. Why the NFL doesn't play games in Japan or Mexico anymore? Have they ever played one in Japan? I know they played one in Mexico. Did they not play one in Mexico this year? What? Why did I think they did? I don't know. Here we go. Two receivers each way. In the shotgun here is Dak scanning the field. Dak takes the snap. Four-man rush. Looking, pumping, stepping up, zigzagging. Oh, he gets hit as he throws, and that's going to hit the ground. And they're going to run it back the other way just in case it was a fumble, but that was not a fumble. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Cowboys. Mexico. Tim, if you can shout out Chuck Norris in my profile picture. He's 14-year-old fan. He needs some power of positive. I'm going to root for the Bills because they always get close but can't pull it off. Yeah. Sam Darnold hate? Yep. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. Four-man rush, pumping, looking. Quick throw to the right side. It'll be caught by Ferguson. Ferguson will be a yard shy of the first down marker. They're going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. They only have one timeout remaining. Two receivers each way. In the shotgun is Prescott. Takes the snap. Handoff here to Lupke. Lupke will get the first down with ease and move the chains to the 45-yard line. That'll be a 63-yard field goal where it currently sits for Aubrey. Uh-oh, Smith hurt on the play, grabbing his face. Must have got poked in the eyeballs. So hopefully he's all right. I swear I heard something about the Oilers in Venezuela. The Houston Oilers. It was oil tankers that apparently got seized by the U.S. military. Used to play preseason in Japan in the 90s. Say who? What? I never heard that. That's craziness. I knew nothing about that. I'm a true Commanders fan. I don't root for the Eagles, the Giants, and never the Cowboys. I hear you. Meska shoots lasers at QB's eye. Screw the Bills. I found out Josh Allen got Haley Steinfeld pregnant. No man should win that much in life. Oh, snap. Red Fed says, hey, I haven't ever commented before on your streams, but I enjoy watching you. Well, thank you. Appreciate you hanging out. You don't need to comment if you just want to hang out in the chat and hit the like button. I appreciate it. So thank you for being here. Chat also helps the algorithms, but understand if you want to just hang out in the I don't want to be mean though. Or like I don't know, I don't like that. Like lurking or hanging out in the shadows or something. I don't it's just it sounds creepy, but it's not creepy. I appreciate you just watching because that's what the whole thing is. Hanging out and watching is great. Was it me? But wasn't there a light shining in the Giant Stadium today? Yeah, it was our victory. Redskins played in Japan when Steve Spurrier was the coach. Wow, I did not know that. Shout out Japan. I don't know why we don't play over there anymore. We have a good relationship with Japan. I don't know why we wouldn't. Maybe Japan doesn't want it anymore. Maybe Japan's like, I mean, I can imagine Japan not liking football because of like all the concussions and stuff, and just not wanting to promote it in their society. I can see that that's something that they would just be like, yeah, nah, we're good on football. Three receivers to the right side. In the shotgun here is Dak. Scans the field. Dak takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Lupke. Lupke pushing the pile. Get it down to about the 43-yard line, which means a 61-yard field goal is a potential option. Just over a minute to go. Two receivers each way. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking, stepping up. He's going to check it down here to Lupke. Lupke will get the first down. Gain of about 11 to the 32-yard line. Clock continues to move. Plenty of time left. Dak Prescott. And 2x2, except no, it's 3x1. Interesting. In the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, quick throw to the left side, and it will be caught. Pickens will go out of bounds for a gain of about 10. Move the chains again with 35 seconds remaining. Dallas has no timeouts. 1st and 10. That Tyler Smith injury ended up costing them to waste their timeout on that one. Now, they have to be wary of that. They want to settle for a field goal at some point. Three receivers to the right side. In the shotgun is Prescott. Prescott scanning the field. Takes the snap, drops back, blitz coming. Setting up a screen here to Lupke. Lupke stiff-arming Smith and still going. Fight forwards just inside the 20-yard line. Clock continues to move. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Got to get set. Three receivers to the right in the shotgun. 16 seconds. Takes the snap. Four-man rush. Off his back foot going to the end zone, and he throws it out of bounds. Pressure was bearing down on him. 3rd and 7 now with 11 seconds remaining. If you're the Cowboys, you cannot take a sack, but if you would love to take a shot at the end zone, that is your option. I just got back into football a couple of weeks ago after finding a pic of younger me with a Broncos jersey on, so I think I picked a good time to get back into football as a Broncos fan. Heck yeah, that's awesome. And number 1 in the AFC now. Two receivers each way. Takes the snap. Never mind. The Vikings will use 1 timeout. Sure, they got the right play dialed up here with 11 seconds to go. Tim, were you happy that Cuban Kirk won the Heisman? Cuban Kirk. I didn't care about the Heisman for Mendoza. I'm a Kirk Cincinnati fan, not any particular player from there. We beat the 49ers 38-7 in Osaka, Japan. Wow. There you go. There's some dropping some knowledge in the chat. Appreciate that. All right, Dak Prescott in the shotgun. Two receivers each way. At the 19-yard line, takes the snap. Quick throw and just going to throw it out of bounds over the head of CeeDee Lamb. So now it'll bring up 4th and 7 with 8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Aubrey will come back onto the field, who missed from 51 earlier. See if he can knock it through this time. Yeah, he ripped one earlier in my face. All right, to tie this game up at the left hash, be a 47-yard field goal attempt. No, 37. Takes a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Right down the middle. And Dallas ties this thing up all 17 apiece. And the Vikings got the ball first, so the Cowboys will get the ball coming out of halftime. Tim, Tim, you think Indiana wins the college championship? I'm rooting for them too. I don't think so. I think it's going to be really hard to win your conference and the championship. It just makes it, I think it's a very tough ask. I think that the teams that have a bye week or have an extra bye week are going to have a definite advantage. I can see Ohio State winning it though, even though they played in the game. They now will have a look at film to review against Indiana. I do think they're a better team on paper, so I think Ohio State has a better chance. But I would never count Indiana out, but I just wouldn't predict it either. JMU, yeah. All right, 3 seconds remaining. If I was the Cowboys, I would just kick it out of bounds. Aubrey can kick it out of the back of the end zone. That's what I would do. There's the kick. And yeah, fly that thing into the back of the end zone. Oh, he will return it. And Bryce will only get to about the 20-ish yard line, pushing the pile, still going. And they're going to blow it dead at about the 22-yard line. So that'll be the end of the half. 17-17. Let's take a look here at the first half stats. Oh. Atlanta beat. No, that was Thursday night. We watched that happen. What am I doing today? I already forgot what I was doing. Where's the Cowboys game? Box score. Here we go. All right, J.J. McCarthy, 8 for 13, 142 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Dak Prescott, 10 for 18, 120 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Sacked one time for a 5-yard loss. Leading rusher in the game is Malik Davis, with Javonte Williams going out with an injury. He's got 6 carries, 17 yards, and a touchdown. Williams had 6 carries, 13 yards, and a touchdown before he exited. Aaron Jones leads the Vikings with 6 carries, 16 yards. J.J. McCarthy has the rushing touchdown with 2 carries, 8 yards, and the touchdown. Leading receiver in the game is Jordan Addison with 2 catches, 66 yards. CeeDee Lamb with 3 catches, 51 yards, leads the Cowboys. The one pass through the air for a touchdown was for Jalen Naylor, 20-yard out. Leading tackler in the game is Blake Cashman for the Vikings with 6. You have Deron Bland and DeMarvion Overshone with 4 tackles apiece to lead the Cowboys. Sacks, you had a half sack for Hargrave and Grenard in this game. Quinnen Williams was the one that got the interception. It was tipped by Wilson, Donovan Wilson, and it ends up in Quinnen Williams' hands for the interception. Kicking wise, you have 1 for 1 for Will Reichard and 2 for 2 on extra points. Brandon Aubrey, 1 for 2 on field goals, 2 for 2 on extra points. 1 punt a piece for each team. Team stats here, we got first downs, 13-10 in favor of the Cowboys. Cowboys only 1 for 7 on third down, but 3 for 3 on fourth down. Vikings 2 for 5 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth down. Total yards of offense, you have 180 yards to 169 in favor of the Vikings. Penalties, 3 for 17 against the Vikings, 2 for 25 against the Cowboys. And time of possession, pretty even, 15:07 for the Cowboys, 14:53 for the Vikings. So this game's all knotted up, 17s apiece. And let's head over to the immaculate grid. Why do you think kickers can kick the ball so far this year compared to past years? Do you know where we are in the draft order for next year? I don't know at the moment, but we're about to play this for now. And as far as like why they're kicking the ball so far is kickers are getting better each and every year, and they also made a rule where the kickers can get access to the ball earlier so that they can go ahead and soften it up to give it more oomph. All right, we have the Lions, Texans, and Raiders across the top. Rams, Bears, and Jaguars down the left side. All right. Stafford to Goff is the most obvious answer right here, right? Of course. Can we do better than that? Probably. Rams, Houston. Rams, Houston. Rams. Bears. Lions. Texans. I don't know. I'm struggling. K-ball? Yeah, the K-ball. Playoff game in Denver will give us 74-yard field goal. Maybe. Maybe. Let's think here. Um, Khalil Mack played for these two teams, right? Didn't Khalil Mack go and play for the Bears? Am I crazy? Why do I feel like that's right, and at the same time I feel like that's wrong? Why? Playoff game will give us some Lions, Jaguar. Oh, Shark? Didn't DJ Chark go play for the Lions? Yeah, DJ Chark. Nice. Um, Kirk, Christian Kirk. I think Christian Kirk's over there now. Yep, there we go. Mac played for the Bears with Trubisky. Yeah. Khalil Mack. I don't know why I was like second guessing myself. Weird. Just felt so wrong when it felt right. Ooh, this is a fun one. Gotta go with Garner Minshew. Gotta love that one. Lions, Bears. Lions. Sorry, Bears, Texans. You have Rams. Adams for Las Vegas, right? Yeah, Adams. That's the most obvious one for sure. Devontae Adams. Yep, 37%. Maybe not necessarily the most common, interestingly enough. Bears, Tech. Chauncey Gardner played for the Bears in Detroit. Oh, you're right. Garner Johnson. CJ Garner Johnson. Isn't it just Garner? Am I crazy? How do you spell CJ Garner Johnson? Name not Garner, I guess. Gardner, not Garner. CJ Gardner. Gardner. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I freaking put it in the wrong spot again. Freaking 2 weeks in a row or two times in a row, like a donkey. Very stupid. Bears. Well, now you say it, KP. Now you say it. With all that time of typing in and everything, now you say it after I already posted it. Thanks. That's why those early learning Costco videos help. Yeah. Floyd? For who? Floyd? Where's Leonard Floyd at now? Oh, is he on the Texans? I think you're right. It is Leonard. Oh. Well, the most obvious answer here is Cook. You know what? Let's do that. All right, Brandon Cooks. And then Bears, Texans. Well, Floyd came from the Rams. Leonard Floyd was originally on the Rams, I thought. John Hill for Lions Rams. 0.5. Hig coming in clutch. Gotta love it. All right, can I come up with any sort of randomness for the Texans bid? Peace. I feel like McConaughey in like Interstellar. Brent Urban? Okay, that's a disgusting pull. Well, it's wrong. Color never played for the Texans. Did Orton? No. Um, did Grossman? Did Brock Osweiler play for him? No. Hmm. I mean, let's go with Case. I mean, we may as well hit the all the random quarterbacks like that while we're going through them, right? It might be Chauncey Gardner played for the Texans Bears. I mean, we already did Gardner. You can't repeat. You didn't know you can't repeat squares. Dalton? Yeah, Fitzpatrick is always a go-to, right? But Fitzpatrick never played for the Bears, I don't think. I don't think Dalton ever played for either one of those teams, to be honest with you. Ripken? Testaverde? Dalton did play for the Bears. I don't think he ever played for the Texans though. When we drafted Fields. God. Hmm. Square's tough. Like I don't even have an obvious answer. I tried Grossman. Didn't I? Hold on. Did I not? Dude, I tried all those random quarterbacks and I didn't try Rex Grossman. I tried Kyle Orton and Case Keenum and Random quarterbacks, and I thought I tried Grossman. Why did I not try Grossman? Well, there you go. Well done. Rest Grossman in the third. That's right. All right, here we go. Caught at the 2-yard line to get the second half underway is Turpin. Turpin to the right side and down the right sideline past the 40 to about the 42-yard line. And Cavante Turpin, one of the only ones that I see just consistently just striking gold on the kick return. Cowboys' 7th game, allowing 17 points in the first half. Yeah, they've struggled defensively for quite some time now, but their defense has looked better as of recency, especially after adding Quinnen Williams, but giving up 17 yet again. 3 receivers to the left side, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here is Javonte Williams, and Williams into the second level. He's back with a vengeance and gets a gain of 15. And he takes a big shot at the end of the play. So it looks like he's going to be all right, which is great news. Yeah, Javonte Williams was a little shaken up there in the first half, but he's back and he's just ready to run over defenders there, low in the shoulder and moving the chains. Gain of 15 on the play. 1st and 10, single back formation, 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle is Williams. Williams cut back lane, finds it, and spun down for a gain of 3 to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 7 now coming up for the Cowboys. The Cowboys did good when they got Turpin from the USFL. Yeah, I'd say. PC Washington's 8th in the draft. Oh, we're 8th in the draft? That's not too bad. Winning didn't even hurt us that bad. Feeling a tie coming, Cowboys would give us 2 within a season to dunk on them. Here we go. 3 receivers to the left side. Man in motion here is Turpin. Back to the left side. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Turpin steps up. Avoids the rush. Dak Prescott. He's going to throw it out there. And a one-handed snag by Stonemaker. And Stonemaker will get tackled at the 11. Schoonmaker makes a one-handed snag there. Dak Prescott was taking a shot, had to just flick it out there to him. Schoonmaker, who was in to block, slips out. Dak Prescott throws it out there. One-hand snag. Beautifully executed. Wow. There you go. 1st and 10 into the red zone. Go the Cowboys as Dak Prescott takes a shot at the end of that play. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. George Pickens on the right. 2 high safeties coming from the Vikings. The man in motion is CeeDee Lamb out wider to the left. Dak takes the snap, looking to throw. Dak going to the end zone and incomplete. They trip each other on a trip through each other's feet. So CeeDee Lamb hits the deck, but no flag on the play. 12:37 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Feeling a tie coming. Cowboys would give us 2 within a season. Dunk on them for season. All right, 12:37 to go in the 3rd. 3 receivers to the left. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Davis, and Davis will get a gain of about 2 now to the 9-yard line. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Cowboys. Schoonmaker. All right, 3rd and 8. Empty backfield set now. 3 receivers to the left. This is a lawnmower look. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Going to throw it underneath, and it's going to be caught by Turpin, but only for a gain of 2. 4th down and 6. Nice blitz call there by Flores. And now Aubrey will have to come back onto the field to give the Cowboys the lead back. All right, from the right hash. 4th and 7. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good, and it's now 20-17. Dallas back on top with 11:14 to go here in the third quarter. J.J. McCarthy coming back onto the field. See what he can do. Oh yeah, somebody was coming. I think I missed this. I didn't miss it. We're good. Never mind. False alarm. Tim, what's your hot take? Frosted cinnamon buns. Churros. Frosted cinnamon buns or churros? Frosted cinnamon bun. Sounds better. Yeah, I'll take frosted cinnamon. The FCBs, definitely. For sure, the FCB. If you don't take the FCBs, you're crazy. Darn it. Log into it. All right, here comes Aubrey with the kick. There's the kick. And it's going to be Price catching it at the 10-yard line. Price to the right side. He's going to get past the 30 and a few more and brought down at the 42-ish yard line. And that is where the Vikings will get the ball back next. Currently down by 3. I was just curious how my fantasy team did this week on paper. Not too shabby. All right, single back formation, takes the snap, hand off straight ahead. Here is Jones. Not a whole lot of room, gets a gain of 1. All right, here we go. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. And in motion here is Naylor from left to right. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his right. Stepping up. Pressure coming as he gets rid of it. And too far out of bounds for Naylor. 3rd down and 9 now for the Vikings. 10:22 to go in the third. All right. In the shotgun, McCarthy, 3 down and 9. 10:22 to go in the third quarter. McCarthy takes the snap, 4-man rush, stepping up, avoids it, now throws on the move and incomplete. Just throwing it into the dirt, a little bit inaccurate there for McCarthy. And the Vikings will be forced to punt here, down 3. And what's your Mount Rushmore of breakfast cereal? Captain Crunch, Reese's Puffs, the mini wheats, the frosted mini wheats, and Raisin Bran. Here we go. The punt. 4th and 9. Snap, and there's the kick. And it's going to be out of bounds, probably around the 10. Get rid of the mini wheats and add Cookie Crisp. Yep, it's going to be at the 10-yard line there. That is where the Cowboys will start this next drive, currently up by 3. Lucky Charms, Special KW, Cocoa Puffs, and Apple Jacks. I mean, that has to be the bottom 4. That's gotta be the bottom 4. Like, that's unbelievably bad. That's impressively bad. Like, that's, like, clap it up for that bad. Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah, Captain Crunch plain? Absolutely not. It's got to be with the Crunch Berries. I don't even consider Captain Crunch without the Crunch Berries actually Captain Crunch. Frosted Flakes, definitely in there. How did I forget about Frosted Flakes? Yeah, Frosted Flakes are definitely in there. Move Frosted Flakes into my top 4. Get rid of Cookie Crisps. The Frosted Flakes, Reese's Puffs, Captain Crunch with berries, and Raisin Bran. Fruity Pebbles is not in my... Absolutely not. How did I forget about the goat? Frosted Flakes. That's crazy. That was a complete lapse there. Did Tennessee play today? Good battle there. DK did. If we're being honest, Cheerios have got to be in the Mount Rushmore. I mean, they're just an OG goat, right? But it's not mine. They're great. Yeah, I don't know how I lapsed on Frosted Flakes. I get Frosted Flakes all the time. Like when I get cereals, I don't get cereal a lot, but like that's one of my go-tos is get Frosted Flakes, and then I just eat them by the box. All right, single back formation, takes a snap, drops back to pass, stepping up, throwing it to the right side, has a man open as CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb finds the soft spot in the zone, and first down, Cowboys for a gain of 30 to the Dallas 40-yard line. Little cover 2, finds that soft spot, and nice throw by Dak Prescott. Here we go. Single back formation. Man in motion is left to right is Flournoy. Flournoy goes in motion back to the left. Fakes the jet sweep. Looking. Now he's going to swing it out there to Flournoy again. Flournoy will fall forward for a gain of 2 as Rodgers sniffs it out this time and tackles him immediately. Tim, you're all over the place. You don't even know yourself, but quick to judge me. I mean, I don't judge you. I mean, you are great, but your choice of cereals I judge heavily, and that's insane. That's all I'm saying. Cocoa Puffs gives you the best chocolate milk afterwards. All right, all right. I like Reese's Puffs. Man in motion takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Williams. Williams straight ahead. Room to run into the second level and still going. Pushing the pile, and he gets sprung down there. Wow. Goes down hard, but not until after a big gain of 21 yards for Javonte Williams. Man, that is really, really good offensive line play. Look at Cooper Beebe. Just take that linebacker for a ride. Beautifully done there by the Cowboys offensive line. Three receivers to the right side and the shotgun. And in motion here is Turpin. Takes a snap, fakes the jet sweep again. He's going to swing it out there to Turpin. Turpin's got room to run, and Turpin will go out of bounds after a gain of about 7 or 8. They've done this play quite a bit where they fake the jet sweep and then throw it to him in the flat anyway. Working very well. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is pretty good. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is solid. I'm not going to hate on Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, if you have that in your Mount Rushmore, that's okay, but it's not one of my favorites. Like, in my Mount Rushmore. I wouldn't put the Cinnamon Toast Crunch above any of the other 4 I named. The wheat things was more of a joke. I just thought about that my grandfather used to buy me. But there you go. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Davis. And Davis will get a gain of 1, and that's all he needs for the first down. And out to all 50 of you hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, 7 minutes to go here in the third. 3 receivers to the right. Dak in the shotgun. Williams motions behind the line, takes a snap, pumping, and now just has to throw it in the dirt, looking to get it to CeeDee Lamb for a screen, but the Vikings sniffed it out immediately. I just do the protein shake in the morning, you know? Yeah. I usually do coffee and whatever else. I don't know. Like, just randomness. Like today, I heated up leftover pizza. That was good. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Man in motion is Turpin from right to left. Takes the snap. Hand off to Turpin. Turpin trying to find the edge. A little zigging and zagging. Shaking and baking. And he gets tackled for only a 2-yard gain. Dallas Turner comes up and cleans him up. It's okay with strawberries. Will hit different when you hit a certain age. I didn't take your age into consideration there. I'm not going to lie to you. But choosing Apple Jacks in your Mount Rushmore is, at any age, is pretty wild. Let's be real. 3 receivers bunch to the left side, and the shotgun here is Dak. Davis motions out wide, and then he goes back into the running back position. 3rd and 8, takes the snap, blitz coming, and there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on Thomas. Nate Thomas replacing tackle out of Oklahoma State. What the heck is his name? Tyler Guyton. Actually, it was just Oklahoma, not Oklahoma. Yeah, just Oklahoma. Applejacks is the best. 2 receivers each way at their own 32-yard line. 3rd and 13. Sorry, at the 28-yard line, rather, of the Vikings. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Dak steps up. Going to check it down underneath. Caught by Davis. Davis will get to the 18-yard line. That's up a 3rd down and a long 2. And now what will the Cowboys decide to do? Currently up by 3. What about tricks? Tricks are for kids. But no, I don't. No, I never messed with tricks. Tricks was never my jam. 3 receivers to the left. They're going to go for it. Man in motion left to right is Ferguson. Trying to get him to jump. All right. Shifting now into the shotgun position. 2 running backs in the backfield. Trying to get him to jump again. 7 seconds to the play clock. 6, 5. Gonna get reset. And they will let the clock go all the way down or take the timeout. Nope, they will just let the flag go all the way down, and Aubrey will come back onto the field now for a 41-yard attempt. Very fortunate if you're a fantasy owner of Aubrey to get a 40-yard field goal instead of just a 30-yard field goal, so you get an extra point due that flag. Tim, Lane and McLaurin doubters need to repent. I mean, he still needs to do it as a receiver for Lane. That's the frustrating part. Punt return is great. From the left hash, we have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good, and it's now 23-17. Dallas on top here with 4:50 to go in the third quarter. When I turned 21, we combined Jack Daniels with apple soda. Then that combo since then has been called Apple Jacks. So you're saying that you are saying that your top cereals is Jack Daniels mixed with apple soda? Bold move, Cotton. Lane had some very nice receptions, just dropped the ball more than we would like. Yeah. I mean, that's a big problem, right? I'm rooting for him. I think he has a potential to be a stud. I mean, the elite speed and quickness could be a great asset, but got a ways to go. All right. 23-17. Dallas on top. Here we go. There's the kick. And it will be caught at about the 1-yard line. Returning is Price. Price trying to get to the outside, and he's going to get tackled out of bounds by Spanford at the 26-yard line. Wait, what's this? The Winter Olympics is not this year. That's next year, right? When's the Winter Olympics? 2026. .444 to go in the third quarter. J.J. McCarthy in the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Man in motion. Jones goes out wide to the right. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, steps up, goes over to the left side, has his man T.J. Hockenson. What a dart down the seam route by J.J. McCarthy. Beautiful throw. And a big play to get this drive started is a 29-yard strike across midfield down to the Dallas 44-yard line. What a throw. Holy smokes. That is a dart right over the linebacker in front of the safety. Beautifully done there by J.J. McCarthy. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Play action. McCarthy looking. Stepping up. Has time. Throws over to the right side and just a little bit too high for Justin Jefferson. He was getting hit as he threw. And man, Justin Jefferson, it is frustrating if you were a Justin Jefferson fantasy owner. Because, man, J.J. McCarthy cannot... after that throw to T.J. Hawkinson, that's an absolute strike. And he can't even get it to a point where Justin Jefferson can touch the football. It's ridiculous. Even though technically he touched that one, but it's uncatchable. It's literally just barely the fingertips. All right, 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Mason. Mason will get a nice gain on second down to make it a 2nd and 1. Gain of 9 to the 35-yard line of the Cowboys now. February, I think. Winter Olympics scheduled February 6 to 26, 2026. Oh, okay. So, it's actually this winter. It's just in a few months. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That makes sense, I guess. 2026 early instead of later in 2026. I didn't think about it that way. I knew it would be in an even year. Either way, 3.5 to go in the third. Man in motion is Naylor, left to right, takes the snap. Handoff to the jet sweep is Naylor. Naylor will not get around the edge, and Wilson will make a fantastic tackle for loss. And now the Vikings will have a decision to make with a 55-yard attempt in hand if they want it. But they are down by 6 with 3 minutes to go. Let's see if they get aggressive. And I can't believe we're the reason that JJ is playing better all of a sudden. Yeah. We gave him the confidence he needed. See what he does this time. In the shotgun, empty backfield set. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. JJ takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, stepping up, has all day, floats it out there to the right back shoulder. It's going to be caught by Naylor. And Naylor with a big first down will give him a 23-yard gain into the red zone. Go the Vikings. Wild, ain't it? Yep. Some wheel route there. Oh, a little double move. And he floats it out there for him. Well done by Naylor, giving him a target. I don't know if that was actually planned or if he just saw, hey, I'm covered, I got to make a move. And he spins out of it down the right sideline looking like a wheel route. All right, 3 receivers to the left side. McCarthy in the shotgun. Jones in motion. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Quick throw to the right side, going with the slant. Caught by Jefferson, and Jefferson will make the grab and get a gain of 10. 1st and goal now at the 4. $60 of you hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you being here. We got a good game of brewing. If the Vikings score here, we'll have a one-point game getting ready to go into the 4th quarter. Single back formation here is Mason. 3 tight ends on the right. Takes the snap. Play action. McCarthy looking. Rolling to his right. He's going to throw it. And did he throw it? Nope. He takes a sack. Or did he throw it? Is it incomplete? All right, there's a flag in the back of the end zone, apparently. It's going to be illegal contact. So it was an incomplete pass. Sorry, I thought he threw it, but it got immediately batted down, and McCarthy ended up with the ball back, so I didn't know if he just actually pump faked it. Ooh, defense number 59 is Murray. Murray's going to get called for the illegal contact. So now it's going to be 1st and goal at essentially the 1.5 yard line. Yeah, it's definitely not Murray. Okay, it wasn't Murray. It was number 34. All right, so it was not on Murray. Single back. No, empty backfield, rather. McCarthy looking to the end zone, and Justin Jefferson dropped it. Oh my goodness. Now, JJ McCarthy couldn't get it close to him. Now he actually throws a perfect strike, and Justin Jefferson couldn't get his hands underneath it. Wow. Incomplete pass. McCarthy putting some zip on it. Justin Jefferson wasn't ready, apparently. Wow. Very under. Like that does not happen often where Justin Jefferson doesn't bring down a football that's catchable. Offset I formation to the right, takes a snap, handoff up the middle is the fullback who walks in untouched is Ham. And the Vikings score the touchdown to tie the game up and have an extra point attempt to take the lead. 8-play, 73-yard drive. We have an offensive shootout here so far in Dallas. Just nobody looking at Ham. Absolutely nobody. What a play call there by Kevin O'Connell. Nobody seeing a fullback dive coming. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and Will Reichard will put it through the uprights to make it a 24-23 game. Minnesota back on top, and Dak Prescott on the offense will come back onto the field with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Try to get this lead back. Is our first game against the Eagles in Philly? Great question. No. No. First game's at home. And again, it looks like they update the website to now have the ads reset even if it's paused. Going. 59 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Gonna be a sea of green. Northwest sucks. Yeah. Thank you for doing this Thursday night game. Was a good game, and tonight's a good game. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here. When I hear Will Reichard, I think Will Reichard from Star Trek. I say to myself, so number. Here we go. Will Reichard, ready to kick it away. There's the kick. And it will be caught at the goal line, and he will kneel it down. It was really 1 yard in the end zone. So the 35-yard line is where the Cowboys will start this next drive with 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Tim hates Star Trek. Never got into Star Trek. Never got into Star Trek. 1:12 to go here in the third quarter. Single back formation, where they're going to shift and get reset. Now Turpin goes in motion left to right. It's Turpin in motion to the left. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Williams. Williams into the second level, and Williams gets spun down after getting a first down. Gain of 10 to the Dallas 45-yard line. And it's William Reichert. Don't distract. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Williams. Cutting it up the middle. Williams has another nice gain on first down. Gain of about 8. 2nd and 2 coming up now for the Cowboys. We'll see if the Cowboys decide to run another play for the end of the... Does not look like they will. So, oh, they do. The receivers to the right. Dak, trying to get him to jump. Doesn't work. What's the... Oh, okay, they're going to shift. On here. And, yeah. So, it will be the end of the third quarter. Trying to get him to jump off sides. Doesn't work. So, it's the Vikings 24, Cowboys 23. But the Cowboys have it 2nd and 1 in Minnesota territory. Will they take the lead right back? Let's hop into some hard mode. I want to go with Quandre Wilson here. I think that was his name. Am I crazy? Hold on, Wilson. No, Donovan Wilson. Quandre Wilson. Something else. I don't even know what it was. But either way, all right, we are a DB, and we are 30 years old. We're 5'10 or 5'11 with a low number in the AFC. Very interesting combination here. 30-year-old corners in the AFC. Is White? Is it Tre'Davious? Not Tre'Davious. Oh, he wears number 27. I should. Okay. Not White, so we're not in the AFC East. AFC South. North. Ward? Ward wears a low number, right? He 30? No, he's only 28. Oh, he wears 21. Okay, we are in the AFC North. Interesting. AFC Bengals. They don't have still have Apple, do they? Eli Apple. Ugh. Trying to think of the corners I know. I know Marlon Humphrey, but I don't think unless he changed his number, I don't think his number is very low. Oh, I guess it could be a safety. Could be a safety. Don't rule out safety. I'm thinking corner only, but be a safety. Let me think. Knowing that information. Hmm. Wait. Isn't Ramsey on the Steelers now? He is on the Steelers. But he's 31. 6'1". Okay, so we're not on the Steelers, so we're either the Ravens or the Bengals. For the Bengals. Who the heck is in the secondary of the Bengals? They're all buns. Offset I formation here to the right for the Cowboys to start this fourth quarter. 2nd and 1 takes the snap. Handoff here to Williams. Williams will fight forward and get close to the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and inches here. I'm trying to think of. I haven't watched a single Bengal game this year, so I don't know anybody in their secondary. And I think I don't think we've watched a Ravens game since week 1. 14.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 1. Single back formation, Lamb in motion left to right, takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and Williams will get the first down with ease. It's a gain of a couple. Move the chains here for the Cowboys. At the Minnesota 43-yard line, it's a 61-yard field goal where it currently stands. George Pickens, third in receiving in the league this year. Not too shabby. Here we go. In this shotgun here is Dak Prescott. Prescott scans the field. And in motion, Spanford, 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Blitz coming. Dak steps up, and he gets hit as he throws. And luckily for the Cowboys, it hits the ground harmlessly. We'll say incomplete pass. They picked it up just in case it was a fumble. Ooh, that is very close to a fumble. I think it was. And it takes a snap. Quick throw to the left side. Caught by Pickens. Pickens will run ahead for a gain of about 5 or so. They're down in mid-range coming here for the Cowboys. Right, in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Dak facing a potential blitz here. They're down in 4. Dak Prescott, 10 seconds to play clock, takes a snap. 4-man rush. Dak steps up, pressure coming, and down goes Prescott. Brian Flores is one crafty son of a gun. He is tough to figure out. Now it is 4th and 8 with 41 seconds. Or sorry, no, at the 41 rather. 4th and 8, it's 41. So that means it's a 59-yard field goal. They will send out Aubrey to get the lead back with a 59-yard field goal. Good coverage on the back end as well. Nobody's open. From the left hash here for Aubrey. And he put Dallas back on top with under 12.5 to go. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is wide right, and Aubrey is falling apart. Wow. Brandon Aubrey missing 2 50-yard field goals and really tanking his average. I mean, as I said, having over 90% accuracy on kicking over 50 yards is ridiculous. It's just stupid. So now these 2 missed field goals are getting him, and they're still way too high of an all-time 50-plus yards. It's ridiculous. You know, and we've become accustomed to this stuff, right? Like, it should be normal that Aubrey is doing this, and it's not normal. Like, this is normal. Missing 59-yard field goals is normal. Most coaches don't even send their kicker out there. Man in motion, takes the snap, pitch play to the left. Here's Mason, turns upfield. Mason trying to find some room, now pushes the pile forward. Gets a gain of about 3 on the play, 2nd down and 10. But if we look at Brandon Aubrey stats here. 50-plus yard field goal attempts is overall 33-38. It's still 33 for 40, which is just ridiculous. All right, 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line. McCarthy in the shotgun. Empty backfield set. McCarthy, 3 seconds to the play clock, takes the snap. 4-man rush. Stepping up, rolling to his right side. McCarthy makes a man miss. McCarthy's going to keep it in. McCarthy dives for the first down marker and gets it. Move the chains to about the 40. 11.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. What are you seeing about the defense that is keeping Dallas at bay? The blitz, man. And the disguise blitzes. He confuses them so much with everything that you potentially can see. And even though sometimes he only rushes 3, it feels as though they're rushing 6 because you don't know where they're coming from. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his right. McCarthy looking, pumping, throwing it underneath. It'll be caught by Oliver, and Oliver will get to about the 22-yard line of Dallas And the Vikings right back in scoring position. Aubrey equals Shank, yeah. I mean, I think the Cowboys should cut him. I mean, I think Aubrey sucks, you know? Aubrey was never a good kicker. I think he should cut him. And you know who gets bad kickers? Washington. So Washington should end up with another bad kicker, and it's all fine and good, whatever. We're used to bad kickers. We may as well just give them to us. We will do what we normally do with bad kickers, and you can move on to some other great kicker. It's fine. Here we go. Single back formation. Takes the snap, play action, looking, stepping up, has time, floats it out there to Hockenson, and Hockenson will make the grab, and he's tackled at the 4-yard line. First and goal, Vikings. Please don't say that to him. Yeah. All right. So they will say he's down by contact of 4. Yep. All right. First and goal. McCarthy breaks the huddle. Go in the shotgun. Empty backfield set here. Receivers to the right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking to throw. He's going to zip it out there and has his man is Jalen Naylor. And the Vikings will go up 30-23, pending an extra point. And just like that, when you think you know what's going on in the NFL will find a way to prove you wrong every single time. The entire panel before this game picked the Cowboys. I picked the Cowboys. 64% of you are picking the Cowboys. Cowboys were the obvious favorites. 7.5-point favorites. That's why you got to play the game. Will Reichert, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's now 31-23, an 8-point game with Dallas getting the ball back and needing points. Aubrey gets picked up in DC. You ain't fooling no one. Yeah. Dude, Aubrey sucks, man. Aubrey sucks. Like, why would you want a guy like that? It makes no sense. It makes no sense why you would want a guy like Aubrey. He's not a good kicker, dude. Look at these missed field goals. He stinks. Old man Rivers played okay, but you can tell he's not in NFL shape. Yeah, I mean, he went against a really tough defense as well. Mm-hmm. For sure, kicker was half as good as Aubrey. Right. Not over yet as far as old man Rivers. Yeah, no. Sucks that they couldn't come out on top for him, though. Tough game. Wild to think Philip Rivers throws a touchdown in 2025, right? He's been retired for 5 full. It's also crazy to think how long he's been. All right, 9:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. Minnesota 31, Dallas 23. The kick will be caught at the goal line. Turpin back to receive and returning it towards the middle of the field, trying to reverse field, and he's got room to run down the left sideline, but then the flag comes out late, and he's out of bounds. See what the flag is going to be. I'll agree. I wish he would have won that game. He deserved it so much that I think he played good. Seattle, a really good team. We know that. Kicking team number 29 will get called for the holding, so that will put Dallas at their own 10-yard line. Washington still finish with a better record than Dallas if they keep losing. Yeah, they could. Kind of confused. Anyway, all right, here we go. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way at their own 10, with 9:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Rolling to his right, pumping. Now throws over the right side, has his man George Pickens, and George Pickens will get up to about the 28-yard line or so. It's 1st and 10 Cowboys. But Rivers knows that offense so good. Rivers is obviously going to be just fine stepping in as far as a mental aspect. It's just going to be all physical. I was laughing at McManus kicking for the Packers in the Packers-Broncos game. They leave Washington. They become the better kickers. Yeah. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Williams. Williams will find another nice gash up the middle. And Williams up to 14 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown. 8:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tim shows us all is never too late to win a Super Bowl. You now replacing sleep with running back to achieve that dream. Okay. All right. Here we go. Single back formation. Their own 42. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle is Williams, and Williams this time only get a gain of about 1.5 yards or so to the 44. 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Cowboys. Seven and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Dallas needs something going. Down by 8. Still a 1-score game. Plenty of time left. Brendan Aubrey's already missed 2 field goals. If he made those 2 field goals, they would have an opportunity for another field goal to take the lead. 2 receivers each way. Dak Prescott takes a snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught. Turns upfield. Flournoy makes a man miss. And he will fight forward to get to the 1st down marker. And that'll move the chains here for the Cowboys. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. All right, 1st and 10. Just across midfield now at the Vikings 48. 3 receivers to the right. Dak Prescott scans the field. Did I just hear an Omaha? Takes a snap, 4-man rush. Pressure coming, stepping up, rolling to his left, and he's going to have a holding penalty. Dak Prescott will throw it underneath to Davis, but that'll be coming back. The left tackle got beat pretty good there on the other side. Wilson is... No. But it's Adeniji going to get called with it. Playing left tackle here against Grenard. Grenard does a nice spin move, and then Adeniji has to just grab him around his waist and say, all right, we'll live to fight another down. 1st and 20 now with 6:20 to go in the fourth quarter. 2 receivers each way. The shotgun is Prescott. There's the protection at the line here. Takes a snap. Blitz coming again. Quick throw to the left and incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, the intended target. But the pressure getting it to Dak Prescott on that play. And the corners playing aggressive to make sure nobody was open. Cover 0, all out blitz. Mm-mm-mm. All right, 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 20 now at their own 42. Dak Prescott changing the play at the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. This cover 0 again, takes a snap. Quick throw underneath. It'll be caught. Turns upfield to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb makes a man miss, and CeeDee Lamb will get a nice nice catch and run there for a gain of about 13, setting up a 3rd down and 7. Dak Prescott hurrying up to the offensive line. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun is Prescott. 3rd and 7, takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Stepping up. Pressure underneath. It'll be incomplete. Looking for Davis, who gets hit by Wilson hard. Now they're at the 45-yard line on a 4th and 7. And Schottenheimer will keep the offense out of there. 63-yard attempt is what they would have if they wanted it. Vikings are really about to eliminate the Cowboys from playoff contention. Yeah, it's not looking good. Technically, they wouldn't be eliminated because the Eagles could still lose out and the Cowboys would win out. But if they don't win this, they're in big trouble. 3 receivers to the left. In the shotgun here is Prescott. Prescott takes a snap. 4-man rush. Prescott steps up, avoids it, rolling to his left. Prescott throwing underneath. It'll be caught, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. And Davis makes the catch, but that is not going to get to the 1st down marker at the 39-yard line. And the Vikings will take over on downs. Grenard hurt on the play. Sad. Hopefully he's going to be all right. And I'm going to let Aubrey kick. 5:20 to go here on the 4th. 78 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here already. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Surprised to see the Vikings winning this? Yeah. Put up Jonah. Automatic Aubrey would have made that. Aubrey Kittickett. Game still close with time left. 63-yard field goal. He's already missed from 51 and 59. That's the other problem. Missed 2 field goals over 50 today. His made field goal was not 50. Vikings fan? Well, welcome, Hunter. Appreciate you stopping on by. If the Vikings get a nice little long sustained drive, end it with points, and basically put an exclamation point on this game for the Cowboys to lose. They will take over on downs at their own 39-yard line for J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. Playing a little spoiler today. They know they cannot make the playoffs. Been eliminated. This right here essentially all but eliminates the Cowboys. That explains why Cowboys are losing. Aubrey's automatically, usually, yep. Yeah, he missed 2 field goals. It would be a 2-point game if it wasn't for those 2 missed field goals. Grenard getting walked off the field. Of an injury that sucks. High formation, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here is Mason. Mason straight ahead, not a whole lot of room. Gets a gain of a couple. Gain of 3 at the 42-yard line of Minnesota. Clock is going to continue to move here. Their time. They can get a field goal range and make it a 2-score game. They would feel really good about themselves. Cowboys eliminated from the playoffs if they lose. Not yet, technically. It would have to come next week. The Eagles would have to lose out for them to make it, and they would have to win out if they were to lose tonight. I formation here for McCarthy. Takes the snap, handoff to the right side. Jones trying to find some sort of room and not much there. Gets tackled for no gain. They're down in 7 as Donovan Iraku makes the tackle. Pickens got to stop letting people get into his head. Like, come on, Pickens. You got to contribute more. Tough. Mm-hmm. Who's injured? Quinnen Williams. Oh, no. Quinnen Williams is hurt for the Cowboys as well. Talking about add injury to insult. Pickens got to stop letting people get into his head. Yeah. I thought maybe we ought to kept Fowler, but I think he was wanting too much money. Yeah. He wanted a big payday because he had a good year last year. And I mean, fair enough. Good for you. But we weren't looking to pay him all that much money, which I think is fair. I'm curious to see what we'll look like if we get some of. Here's the goat. Thanks. But I'm curious to see what would happen after we fix the edge rusher position. Yeah. Sad right now, Miller's our best edge rusher. Yeah. Arguably might be Jacob Martin, but we're splitting hairs. Fowler would have given us some sort of pass rush this year. I mean, I hear you, but like, we have a lot of more issues than just one, you know, low value free agent. Do you think we sign Wagner back, or get completely younger? I think Wagner is probably going to retire. I can imagine Wagner signing some sort of 10-day contract with the Seahawks and go ahead and retire. 4:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're down in 7. Quinnen Williams going to walk off the field on his own accord. It looks like he will go to the concussion protocol. We'll see. 3 receivers to the left side. JJ in the shotgun at their own 42. Takes the snap. Drops back. Stepping up. Rolling. Throws underneath. It'll be caught by Hockenson. And Hockenson on 3rd and 7. Oh my gosh. I think he's inches away from a first down. Peacock is glitching like crazy right now. 4th and inches. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. All right. I think he's inches short. I gotta go back out. It's just glitching everything. Steadily getting worse. Why can't everything just be on Amazon Prime? Please, Amazon Prime, just buy the NFL. Come on, Bezos. Come through and buy the NFL, please. That's why the Steelers got rid of Pickens, too emotional and moody. Yeah, he's definitely a head case. All right. 3:20 to go in the fourth. They need a touchdown no matter what. I'm going for this easily. It's not even a second guessing. Vikings should be going for this. Absolutely. 3:21 to go, 4th and 1. You go for this. You absolutely go for this around midfield. Either way, you're going to just keep him out of the end zone. Field goals don't matter at this point. And if you get this, you can continue to just wind clock off. It's a big deal. Then watch Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino, underrated Thanksgiving movie. Thanksgiving movie. I know we need help everywhere, but do you think linebacker should be our first? No, edge rusher. In the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here, straight ahead, and they get it. First down, and now the Cowboys will use their first timeout. And now we're getting down to crunch time. The Cowboys don't get a stop here on this next set of downs. Could be all over. All right. 3:16 to go in the fourth. 2 timeouts remaining for the Cowboys. Single back formation is Aaron Jones. Oliver goes in motion right to left. 3 receivers bunch to the left side now. McCarthy takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead is Jones. Jones will get tackled for just a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 now. Dallas was just second timeout with 3:12 to go here in the fourth. 2 first downs in this game now for the Vikings. Okay. 3:12 to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8. Trade for Max Crosby. I would love Max Crosby. I don't want to trade for him, though, at the same time. I'm good on that. 3:12 to go in the fourth. 2nd and 8. Single back formation again. J.J. McCarthy puts Addison in motion. Stays on the right side. 3 seconds to play clock. 2, 1. Takes the snap. Hand off to Jones. Jones cutting it up. Has room to run, and he gets the first down and more. And whoa, he fumbled. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, my gosh. Did he fumble before he hit the ground? Aaron Jones saying he got hit, or he hit the ground first, but hold the phone. This could be massive. Punching it out, and that angle you can't see. Oh, I think it is the ground that causes the fumble. See. Yeah, the ground is what caused the fumble. Yep, may as well. You got to call timeout anyway, so challenge flag instead of a timeout makes complete sense. But I do think that it's down by contact here. It does look funny that we play one of these teams the rest of the way. Like, yeah. Ruling on the field stands and upheld. Right. So no timeouts remaining here for the Cowboys. One more first down, and this game is over. So, here we go. Single back formation. AJ McCarthy puts Hockenson in motion left to right, 3 receivers to the right side. Man in motion now is Addison, right to left, takes the snap, handoff, and he's going to get blown up on this one, loses about a yard. Clock continues to run. They get one more play before the 2-minute warning. If it's a first down, though, the game is over. And, I mean, the game is almost over anyway, just because they do have a field goal now opportunity. Let's see. I want to replay assist to come in so bad and overturn the officials. Right, 5 seconds on the play clock. I formation, takes the snap, handoff as Mason, and Mason get tackled basically for no gain. 3rd down and 11, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning here in Dallas. What happens? Instant replay sucks so bad. I have no idea what they're going to call every single time. I know. We just need to get rid of replay. Replay needs to go. All right, that's what I believe. Get rid of replay, please, NFL. Please. I mean, J.J. McCarthy did not play a great game today, but he certainly made some big throws at times. It's been a bit of a up and down game for the Vikings, but 3 for 3 on 4th down is massive. He did make some nice throws. That T.J. Hockenson one comes to mind. Nice throw to Naylor. Like, man, it's a little bit inconsistent, but you can see the potential that J.J. McCarthy has. I wish SportsCenter was more replays. All right, single back formation. 3 tight end set, takes a snap on 3rd and 11. Handoff to the right side is Jones, and Jones will get tackled for a loss, 4-yard loss. Now puts him at the 35, and Reichard will have to now attempt a 53-yard field goal attempt. Interesting. They will let this go all the way down to the end, and it's a 53-yard field goal. Not a chip shot by any means for Will Reichard. It is a very makeable field goal for an NFL kicker, but with the pressure to end this game potentially, is this game far from over? If he misses here, Cowboys will have plenty of time to get into the end zone. .113 to go. They use their second timeout. Will Reichard come onto the field to basically ice this game. I agree 100%. You've got something to build around. And I wanted Phillip Rivers to win so bad today. Yep. All right, here we go. From the right hash, Will Reichard. Make this now an 11-point game and put the game out of reach. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It looked like it might fade to the right, but it goes into the uprights. And the game, set, match with 1:08 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll put this game out of reach. I got work in the AM, so I appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. I'm going to call it a night here. The Vikings will move to 6-8. The Cowboys will fall to 6-7 and have only a 1% chance of making the playoffs. They need the Eagles to lose out. So appreciate you again, all of you, hanging out. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you again tomorrow night for... Who's tomorrow night again? tomorrow night is the Dolphins and Steelers. So we'll check that game out tomorrow. So appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, again, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. And until next time,